Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I just wanted to have a quick chat about the state of the entertainment industry. When I went public, I guess 8 years ago now, nobody talked about child sexual abuse in the industry, even though we had a whole bunch of people that we knew it was happening to. And it wasn't just in Australia, it was also in the US. And since then we've heard little bits more about it, probably with Corey Feldman really trying his best to get stuff done. But this week with the Logies, we're kind of reminded again, especially after Bert's speech about mentoring. And I'm not saying that Bert did anything wrong, but there's been a real weird reaction to it. Some people think, you know, obviously there was things going on and that people need to speak up, and then other people are saying, well, he's just an old guy and he's making jokes and that was funny back in the day. But I think it really brings to light that we're still not grappling with the fact that there is abuse in the industry and that people should be encouraged to speak up. Personally, I don't care if people thought that that was funny back in the day, because I think that sexual assault or taking your position and mentoring people, it may have been more accepted, but that doesn't make it right. So I think passing it off now as being okay is not okay. And I think that we really need to push more, especially in the age of Me Too. We've got to the point now where we understand that a lot of women are in this weird hierarchy of power, and that male producers or male directors or even male actors are taking advantage of young actresses or journalists, or, you know, even not in the industry, you know, like a boss might, you know, rape somebody in a restaurant or anywhere. But we're still not grappling with the fact that kids are still in danger. And I think that's what I really want to talk to you about today, is in amongst the Me Too, and I really hope that now all of the women are being listened to, that they're a little bit more motherly, I guess, and they will then progress on to looking at children and take care of kids. But I think that we really still need to look at helping kids, and it's not just the industry. I mean, there's pedophiles everywhere and people taking advantage of kids. But I think that this really is the moment to open the door, and for everyone in Australia who may have had something even back in the 60s, you know, even back in the days of Don Lane and Graham Kennedy, this is your chance to speak up now and say something. And again, I'm not implying that that Graham Kennedy or Don Lane or Bert Newton did anything bad, but I think we all know now that that era was pretty bad for especially children in the entertainment industry, and there was a lot of kids working back then, and I think that it's up to those people to really stand up, and even if they've made their peace with it inside, they kind of need to stand up for the next generation, because if people don't stand up for the kids that are coming through the industry now, it doesn't really give the kids any faith that they'll be able to speak up on their own, especially when they're looking at Twitter and everyone who said something about that speech is being told to take a chill pill and it's fine and that they've got no sense of humor. So if you were affected back in the day, I beg you to please don't go to the media, go to the police. There's no statute of limitations in Australia. So you can go to the police and you can file a report, and the police can start investigating. And just like in my case, where I thought I was the only one, and I knew that there was probably more because I'd, you know, seen stuff, but it turned out that there was 18 of us. So if you worked in the industry back then, maybe there's a lot of you. So please come forward, go to the police. You can stay anonymous, but say something, and then let's all work together to make the industry a way safer place. And if you're one of those people that's telling others that it was a long time ago and they should get over it, number one, I'm happy for you that you've never experienced abuse and you don't know what it's like. And number two, don't say it, because you're victim blaming, or you're saying that what they went through wasn't traumatic or it doesn't matter, and you're also telling the next generation, because even if it did happen to them 30 years ago and they are fine with it, what you're actually doing is telling the current generation of kids that their voices don't matter and that it's fine that they're being abused, because one day they'll get over it. And so please, just if you don't have anything constructive to say, just don't say it at all. Just say nothing. It's so much better for you to say nothing at all than to tell someone to get over it, or that it's just funny or it's humor. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys.